Hi, this is Adam Goldberg, co-founder and Chief Innovation Officer of ClearSaleing. Today we're doing another installment of our video blog series, and the blog that we're going to discuss today is titled Ads Don't Often Sell What They're Created to Sell. The point of this is your ads are often not selling the products that you intend them to. Think about that. What I'm saying is that you might create an ad or buy a keyword for a product like a toaster oven. You write creative, designed around a toaster oven. Yet people that click on that ad very often end up buying a product completely unrelated. Our research across our customer base has said, in fact, that upwards of 48.38% of the time, people end up buying a product after clicking on an ad that is not related to the ad at all. And another 11.28% of the people buy something similar to the ad that they clicked on, but not exactly the same. And what we mean by that is they might be looking for an XYZ toaster oven, and they click on the ad, but they end up buying the ABC brand, something different, but still similar enough. So when we took a look at that, we have to ask ourselves, well, what does that mean to a business? But before we do, I want to talk a little bit about how we did this analysis, and then from there we'll talk about some of the ramifications of not doing it and the benefits of understanding this analysis to your bottom line. When we looked at our clients' ads, we solely focused on keywords. We took out of that the brand terms that they're using, because in essence, if someone clicked on a brand ad and bought a product from your site, we couldn't make a determination as to whether or not they bought what they intended to or not. We also eliminated general terms. So if you were in the business of selling camping supplies, for example, basically any product they bought from your site would be a camping supply, so we couldn't make any inference from that. So the words that we focused on were exact product names, or derivatives of product names, or product categories like toaster ovens, and compared whether or not they ended up with a toaster oven or not. Now, the benefits of doing this analysis are many, but one specifically is the ability to make sure that we are accurately valuing the ads. So if we go back to that toaster oven example, and I know what my margin is on the toaster ovens that I sell, and I get a sale as a result of the toaster oven keyword, and I assume that the product sold was a toaster oven, and I apply in a margin amount to the revenue that was calculated to try to understand my profit, I'm either going to over or undervalue the performance of that ad, because what I did not know is that that ad designed to tell a toaster oven actually sold something completely different, like sneakers or a watch. So if you have the ability to implement a system that goes beyond telling you just that you got a conversion and a revenue amount, but you're also able to see the exact product that was sold, you're then going to be able to apply the actual margins of the product sold versus making an assumption that what was sold was related to the ad. This ensures that you never overvalue or undervalue the performance of an ad. And in doing so, your analysis of your ad's performance is much more accurate, in fact, 100% accurate, which ensures that you make the right bidding decisions. If you decide to move budget or pull budget away from it, you're doing it with the appropriate data, without any assumptions baked in, or without any averages being used. Now, another value of this, I want to talk about a little case study of one of our clients. They identified that 90% of the time that people clicked on a certain category of their ads, they ended up buying something completely different. So they wanted to understand why that was. And a lot of times we blame our advertising when it's not successful, or if we don't get conversions, or if we're selling something other than what we intended to. But very often the problem doesn't lie in our ads, but more in our business ourselves. So this client took a look at this category of products and said, well, why is it that 90% of the people that come to be looking for this buy something different? So they looked at things like their price compared to what the competition was selling it for. They looked at their selection. Did they have a large enough offering based on what competition has? They looked at their shipping rules. Did they charge tax to everyone? What's their return policy? How quickly do they get it out the door? And what they discovered was, one, they had a price that was much higher than the competition that was bidding on that term, and also the return policy was not as friendly. They made some changes to their pricing. They also made a more friendly return policy, and then after doing this analysis again, had recognized that instead of 90% of the people buying something different, it was now down to 40%. So this type of analysis not only ensures greater accuracy of their valuation, but also identified a business problem that they had: too high of a price and a bad return policy. Now, some other advantages of this analysis come about with the upsell and the cross-sell benefits. And to explain this, I'm going to use another example, pretty basic one. Let's say that when you did this analysis, you found that people that buy peanut butter from your website often add the product jelly. Well, this gives you an opportunity to go back to your customer base and say, well, which of my customers have bought peanut butter but haven't bought jelly yet? There is an opportunity for you to upsell all those customers, maybe by using email marketing to get back in touch with them. You also could then work with some cross-sells, and you could say, okay, going forward, anyone that comes to my website looking for peanut butter, I'm also going to recommend jelly, or I'm going to rearrange my site so that jelly shows up next to peanut butter at all times, therefore hopefully increasing the upsell and cross-sell opportunities that I have. So at the end of the day, to close this off, this type of analysis allows you to really improve your ads by the accuracy at which you measure them, which is going to ensure that you bid the right prices and move your budgets in the proper way. It also gives you the ability to identify what might be business issues of why people aren't buying what you're trying to sell, so that you can either correct the price, the promotion that you offer, tax or shipping rules, or other aspects of your business to get more people to buy what the ads are intended to sell. I'm Adam Goldberg, co-founder and chief innovation officer at ClearSaleing. Thank you for your time.